Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll hear from the administration about why Carroll has such strict cell phone rules.
You'll hear an explanation on why the cafeteria's lunch prices went up.
And you'll meet a new teacher and hear what Jennifer Barron does after school.
All of this and much more on Studio 415.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Katie Colgate.
And I'm Claudia Hitzman.
Now, more than a year into the NACS one-on-one program, students and teachers are discovering how beneficial but distracting computers can be.
Studio 415 reporter Balin Height takes a look into how administrators and the tech department are handling these distractions.
With a year under the teacher's belt with the one-to-one program, the tech department and the administration are battling ways to keep computer distraction from becoming a bigger issue in the classroom. After the initial introduction to Carroll, Principal Brandon Bidding believes that since students grow more comfortable with these computers, distractions will go down.
I think some students have realized because of our policies and that acceptable use policy of what you shouldn't be doing with that laptop, I think more and more students are starting to realize, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this or loading this on there, and because it's causing problems and it's causing running errors, and so to speak.
With computer distractions comes the conscious decision on whether to use computers for educational purposes. Director of Technology Adele Dickey believes that as students uncover the educational benefits of the computers, the distractions will go down.
Can't limit your ability to be distracted. I would hope that it's getting better though, now that students have had the device for a while, maybe some of the novelty has worn off and they can see that yes, this can be used for what I'm trying to get accomplished here at school, and it's easier to do it with the technology.
Along with technology and distracted students, phones can be a distraction as well. The policy at Carroll hasn't changed with phones. Bidding, however, believes the educational use of the phones are increasing within the classroom.
From the standpoint, I've been in classrooms where teachers have used it as a part of the lesson plan. I mean, whether it's students in an art class have the pictures that they need and they're painting or sketching off of those pictures.
Bailey! Teachers and administrators hope to balance education in the classroom and computer distraction. For Studio 415, I'm Balin Height.
Last year, students paid $1.80 for a Carroll lunch. This year, the price has risen to $1.90.
Studio 415 reporter Gabe Schilleruff looked into the cause for the price increase and other requirements for school lunches.
Leanne Kahneman is the food service director for NACS. This means that she balances the budget for the food department of NACS and plans the lunches. She has been working at NACS the past 19 years. Both daily menu items and what is served in any given week is determined by United States Department of Agriculture or USDA guidelines. The school is required to serve a red-orange vegetable, bean, dark green vegetable, and leafy vegetable all once a week. The menu in every line must also contain a certain amount of protein and whole grains, as well as offering milk and fruit. However, students are not required to take everything offered with lunch. All a student needs is 1/2 cup of fruits or vegetables with their entree. Additionally, students are allowed to take as many fruits and vegetables as they can consume, excluding fruit juice and potatoes.
If something's high in calories or higher in sodium, I would pair that with like a tossed salad, which basically has no sodium and hardly any calories.
Not all lunch items cost the same, and just as Kahneman pairs items that have high calorie and sodium content with items with low calorie and sodium content, she pairs more expensive entree items with less expensive side choices.
What happens is you've got 25 hardworking lunch ladies in the high school kitchen that put in a lot of hours and a lot of prep. They're cutting up vegetables, they're cutting up all the vegetables that need to be made for that salad bar. That's a lot of labor.
Lunch ladies begin prep by thawing items the day before. Then the majority of the work takes place the day of. Lunch ladies come in at around 6:30 in the morning and begin to work on breakfast while others begin to work on lunch. NACS is on about 16% free or reduced lunch. This is offset with a la carte sales. An a la carte item is something that can be purchased on the side of a meal that is not part of the meal itself. All a la carte items, as well as items sold in vending machines, must meet the Smart Snack guidelines, which require any item offered to be below 250 calories per serving, as well as being below sodium and fat content standards. NACS is proud to have some of the lowest lunch prices in the state. However, this year there was a 10-cent increase on the price of lunch from $1.80 to $1.90. Kahneman states that there will be a 1-cent carryover next year as well. This lunch price increase is due to another USDA guideline to meet or show an increase for the free and reduced lunch costs. These increased lunch prices impact different students in many ways, such as senior Josh Hovis, who pays for his own lunch, but has not noticed the 10-cent increase. Hovis is pleased with the quality of school lunch.
I mean, for just how cheap it is, I mean, I don't know anywhere else where I could get that amount of food for that amount of money.
Other students, such as senior Chandler Langridge, have noticed the price increase and feel lunch could be improved upon.
I mean, they're okay. They could be better. Mainly the quality.
If you have any questions or suggestions, please direct them to lunch staff. For CO 415, I'm Gabe Schilleroff.
Many students have seen a new face in the math department starting this year. Carroll has added another geometry and algebra 2 teacher.
Carroll High School welcomes Rebecca McCool, not only to teach during school hours, but to give help to those who need it at home. Studio 415 reporter Brooke Williams joins us with the story of the new teacher and a sneak peek into her classroom.
Rebecca McCool allowed me to come into her classroom and see for myself just how she's fitting in with Carroll. Rebecca McCool, former teacher at Huntington North, is the newest math teacher to the 1012 building. Hailing from Purdue University, McCool's classroom, which replaced Barron's classroom, is located upstairs in room 212. McCool is enjoying Carroll and the students here.
I like Carroll a lot so far. I like that things are aligned. It gives me a good sense of direction on what I need to be doing. And I also like that I don't have to drive 45 minutes to school every day like I used to.
Although McCool's initial plan wasn't to teach math, she has grown to like what she does here in Carroll. McCool went to college to study something different, but ended up changing her major for a degree related to math education. This led her to teaching students in schools.
I've always been good at math. It came easily to me. I actually started out in engineering and discovered partway through my sophomore year of college that that was not for me. And so I'd had some really great math teachers in high school that I enjoyed, so it seemed like a good way to keep doing the fun math stuff, but then also be helpful to the future kids.
In addition to teaching, McCool records YouTube videos to help students understand the different chapters and materials. It all started when she missed a day of school and didn't want her students to fall behind. Recording the videos a week in advance allows the students to look ahead into the lesson and to be able to look back at them if needed. McCool says the making of the channel is easy because she records in her quiet classroom during her prep period and everybody reads time on Wednesdays. McCool is satisfied with the students in this school that started her first year off right.
I believe the students are a lot more respectful here than what I've been used to previously.
If you need help with algebra or geometry, go to YouTube and search for Rebecca McCool. For Studio 415, I'm Brooke Williams.
From the twirls and leaps to the clacking of tap shoes, dancers express music physically. They practice tirelessly to become great athletes.
Perfecting the sport is difficult, but teaching others to perfect the activity is even harder. Studio 415 reporter Leah Wells had the chance to visit a new dance studio in Columbia City.
Teacher by day, dance instructor by night. But instead of seeing it as working two jobs, Jennifer Barron believes she's living out her dreams. Started in June of this year, CHS math teacher Jennifer Barron's Next Generation Studio of Dance has over 130 students and continues to grow. Located in Columbia City, the studio offers tap, jazz, ballet, hip-hop, contemporary, gymnastics, cheerleading, and martial arts classes. Barron's students range in ages from 3 years old to adult and is taught by Barron along with some of her friends who specialize in things such as martial arts.
It's very difficult. I've taught for over 20 years dance, so every year that I've been a math teacher, I've also taught dance. It's just more this year.
Barron is at the dance studio 4 nights a week from 5 to 9. It has always been a dream of hers to own her own studio. She had the opportunity when a studio nearby closed and the students there needed a place to dance. Barron recruited about 50 students from the previous studio, and from there, her studio continues to grow.
I just love to be able to express myself, in just a different way. So I can listen to a song and you just move and feel the music, and it's just so much fun. When I'm stressed out and I just need to get away from people, I'll just go to the studio and just dance.
Aside from typical dance classes, her studio includes an inclusive dance night on Wednesdays for anyone to dance, including special needs children. On this night, there are helpers in the class to aid the dancers with their routine. Her high school cheer coach started an inclusive cheer team called the Whitley County Dazzlers, who needed a place to dance, and she offered them a place to cheer at the studio. This inspired Barron to include a dance night for anyone to join.
It is anyone that wants to dance. You could have a disability, not have a disability, everybody's welcome, and we just have fun.
If students want to join Next Generation Studio of Dance, contact Jennifer Barron or visit her here in Columbia City. For Studio 415, I'm Leah Wells.
After winning the city championship last year and having a record of 18-1, the Carroll hockey team is looking to carry that momentum into this season.
The team has undergone some changes, but is maintaining a positive outlook overall. Studio 415 reporter Andrew Schuler has their story.
The 2017-2018 Carroll hockey season has just kicked off, and the Chargers are off to a winning start. This past offseason, the team lost a great number of players, but the team is feeling good about their chances this year for another championship.
It's been tough to live up to the old name that we had because we've lost so many seniors that were crucial to our players, and we're coming back strong, and I believe that we'll do well this season.
With the new changes to the roster, there was also a new change to the coaching staff. This year, the team acquired a new head coach, Michael Thomas. Thomas has a long history of coaching and playing hockey himself. He has coached in Canada, United Kingdom, and in the United States on different levels.
Hey, I'm really looking forward. It's an exciting year. We got a really good bunch of young lads that are all willing to work hard and play hard. Carroll's got a long dynasty of playing excellent hockey, so I'm looking forward to this year.
While the team is on pace to have a good season, some of the members would love to see the school pick up the team as a school sport instead of just a club, and give them more recognition.
I think they should definitely make it a team or like a school sport, because honestly it's kind of like we don't get as much recognition as like the football players do, and like we barely get like enough fan base to like create like a student section.
Come out and support the Chargers at their next game against Leo at Sports One Ice House. For Studio 415, I'm Andrew Schuler.
In other sports news, Carroll's volleyball team played in sectionals this past weekend and defeated Northrop 3-0 in the semifinals.
The Lady Chargers then went on to face Snyder in the sectional championship and defeated the Panthers 3-1 to earn their 9th straight sectional championship.
And the Carroll cross-country team also took another step in the postseason. The girls cross-country team extended its state record regional championship streak to 17 straight this past weekend at West Noble.
For the boys, Carroll's Connor Getz finished second, and the team as a whole earned runner-up at regionals.
Finally, the girls soccer team was defeated on Saturday in regional play in Logansport 1-0 by Noblesville. That's all we have today. Thanks for watching.
If you have any story ideas that you would like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.